Hi there guys, how you doing? Good to see you. It's me, it's Anna Williamson here yet again with my next episode in my series of anxiety busting. Now, this video I wanted to specifically address some questions I've had coming in from followers and fans and clients and people that are desperately after some advice and some help. So I promised that I would listen to what you guys were asking me and then I would report back. So today I want to particularly focus on 3 points to do with anxiety, the physical symptoms, how we can cope with them, and just generally try and ease a few of the myths and the fear that surrounds anxiety. And just to remind you again as well, if you're new to my channel, hello, welcome, how you doing? I'm a life coach, I'm an NLP practitioner, I'm a counsellor, I'm a TV presenter, an agony aunt, but I'm also a bona fide anxiety and depression sufferer. It's something that I have experienced over the last 10 years, and it's something that I can speak from a very personal place, okay? So I come at it from two sides of the coin. Experiential, I've been there, I've done it, I've got the t-shirt, believe me, panic attacks was my middle name about 10 years ago, and having trained and qualified subsequently over the last few years, I'm now in a position where I have my own private practice as well as my media outlets to try and help you, because that's exactly what it's all about. When I was suffering with my my anxiety, I didn't know where to turn, I didn't know where to ask for help, I didn't know even what was wrong with me, I didn't even know how I was feeling was a thing. So for me it's really important to give back, not in a martyr way, but I think it's really important that advice and practical help in layman's terms, without all of the jargon and the crap that surrounds it, you know, is brought to everybody really, because for me that was absolutely key in getting recovery very quickly. I would like to point out, I've just noticed my cat is sat right at the back there on the sofa, so if at all that has taken your attention, I was thinking what earth is that, but I've just noticed my cat has decided to find a new sleeping place today, so there you go, I'll address that. That's Teddy. Anyway, I digress. Thank you so much for all of your comments and your feedback. Keep them coming in. So the first comment I've had today, a question I had was, is it true anxiety can cause physical problems? Is it true anxiety can cause physical problems? Thank you for sending in that question. And yes, essentially, anxiety and panic attacks can cause very physical problems. And without boring you and going into all of the science behind it, you may have heard of the flight, fight and freeze, which dates way back to caveman days, where, you know, if we were in danger, you know, I don't know, if we were hunting, if we were in danger, we would either leg it, basically, full of adrenaline, or we would fight. We would, I don't know, stab the wild boar or whatever. So it comes from that. So anxiety does exhibit some very physical symptoms, lightheadedness, chest pains, feelings of very dizzy. Some people liken it to having a heart attack. Anxiety can cause stomach problems, loose bowels, it can cause ulcers, it can cause all kinds of things. It can be a very physical thing. Which can be tough because it obviously, you know, has a mental health trigger as well. So it's just understanding that, okay, and understanding that actually anxiety was initially and is designed to be your friend. It might sound a bit weird, but anxiety is there to protect us, okay? We need anxiety in order to raise those alarm signals when things perhaps are telling us we're in danger. You know, if I was crossing the road and I didn't care and I just walked straight around in front of a car, you know, that's not going to be very good for me, and obviously my anxiety triggers are going to kick in before that moment. I'm in a potential dangerous situation, I need to check that I'm in an okay situation and how to go forwards. It's when anxiety gets to a point where we're not quite sure why it's being triggered. There doesn't seem to be a trigger there. Well, without going into it too much, because it would take a proper sort of hour session, but there is always a reason why our anxiety is being triggered, and often it is buried in our subconscious mind, okay? Our subconscious mind takes in over 11 million pieces of information a second. That's a lot. So we bury an awful lot of it. And sometimes certain situations, and if we're particularly stressed, these memories and these feelings can sometimes come back to the surface, and that can cause these physical symptoms of feeling anxiety, okay? So the first thing I want you to kind of just really experience is just notice what physical symptoms you're feeling with your anxiety. Notice them, jot them down, and just become aware of them. When we become aware of them, we create a bit of perspective around them. It can be a lot easier in understanding why this is happening, what is happening, and okay, Now what do I do in order to try and get rid of these physical symptoms? And breathing is a huge thing as well that can really help. So I know I keep banging on about it, but deep breathing is key. When we're anxious, we breathe from up here, okay? We breathe very shallow. When we do that, we feel dizzy, everything goes, ugh. It's like a nerve thing. So really bring that breathing right down to the pit of your stomach, okay? Breathe in through your nose for 7 seconds and out through 11 seconds through your mouth. Just repeat this about 11 times and it will lessen and dilute those physical feelings of anxiety. Okay, moving on. Another question. Will anxiety be with me forever? I hope not. And I'm proof that not necessarily. However, you know, if we had a blanket answer for that, it would be easy, but it's not. Sometimes, yes, we can get rid of anxiety. I believe that everybody can control their anxiety. I still get it. I need to get it. I need to get anxious when I'm crossing a road so I don't walk in front of a car. But it's when the anxiety is unhelpful that it's not really helping us. So with the right tools and techniques, and I'm a huge fan of NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, in order to find another way of thinking, in order to understand what is going on, what's going on with our behaviours and our feelings, it really is, in my experience and in my profession, key to understanding where this anxiety is coming from. When we understand where it's coming from, we can address it. So have a real think about that and see what you notice about where your anxiety perhaps has stemmed from, when it happens, and do a bit of detective work, okay? And finally, this wonderful lady that got in touch said that she was unable to leave the house because of her anxiety. Now, I totally get this, and I work a lot of time with people that feel trapped. It's like you're caught in your own prison, isn't it, of anxiety? And it's a sort of double-edged sword, really, because we feel anxious going out, but by staying in, we feel in a prison, and it makes us even more anxious as well. So again, it's getting this perspective back, okay? If you're going outside and you're saying you feel dizzy as soon as you reach the door, it's that anticipation that's kicked in, isn't it? It's the what's going to happen. It's that, am I in a dangerous situation? So, like I say, this would take a lot longer than the few minutes that I'm taking with you, but I just want you to, if you're worrying about you can't leave the house or you're worried about being on public transport or anything like that, I want you to get some perspective, okay? I want you to ask yourself, what are you worried about? What am I scared about? What can happen? What has happened? Look for evidence. Has something actually happened that has put you in danger? Okay, more often than not, the answer is no. It's more the fear of the fear rather than the actual activity. Okay, so I want you to really think about that perspective, think about the evidence. Actually, what am I fearful of? I want you to focus on the goal ahead as well. Where am I heading? Even if it's just to the end of the garden fence, create that goal and work your way towards these miniature baby step goals. The more we do that, we recognize it, we pat ourselves on the back, I did it. It gives us that positive, that feeling that says, actually, I've done this. If I've done it once, I can do it again. And again, I know I keep banging on about breathing, but if you're feeling dizzy when you're leaving the house, get that breathing back in check. Bring it right down. Breathe deeply in through the nose for 7 seconds, out through the mouth for 11 seconds. Chill it right out, okay? And then let's reevaluate how you're feeling about the whole experience. Okay, so just a few tips there in anxiety. So thank you very much for getting in touch to that particular client. I hope it's been a little bit helpful. I know I've literally flirted over the top of it, okay? There's a lot more in depth, and that is why, you know, I love practicing as a therapist. If I can help you at all any further, do email me. It's lifecoachingbyAnna@gmail.com. Please get in touch with me as well via my Twitter, which is @AnnaWilliamsTV, or my Instagram, which is @lifecoachingbyAnna, or indeed my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/AnnaWilliamsonOfficial. I'd love to help you further, and if any of this has touched you, then thank you for watching. From one anxiety sufferer to another, you're in good company, okay? It's a very, very normal and real feeling, and it's something that you really can tackle and work on, okay? Please don't feel like there's no help out there, because there really is. So do get in touch. I look forward to hearing from you, and do share this video and do subscribe as well to the channel. I'd be very grateful. I'll see you next week, folks. Take care for now.